Alright, and welcome down to WDiMT in MuleTown. As always, this is your captain speaking. I've got one little technical difficulty that just popped up on me that I've got to go ahead and resolve real quick. But as you see, we've got a couple of warn storms around the area. Looks like that eventuality that the SPC and I were eyeing earlier might come to pass. So we may have a couple of strong to severe thunderstorms on the way around the area as the afternoon evening may progress along. So definitely want to get that info out to you. It looks like, in addition, our Leapers Fork storm up here may be beginning to rotate a tad. It looks like it's probably pretty broad. Yeah, fairly broad. So we'll leave that one at that, but it does look like it is at least trying to get some rotation in addition to showing 3-inch hail. So your eyes do not deceive you there. So again, just pull back out a little bit there and just kind of show the wider view. Our Centerville storm over here, Hickman County storm, was showing some pretty good hail signatures to it as well just a moment ago, but it has since backed off. So we'll get to those in just 1 second. Just give me just a moment to work on this little issue here real quick. All right, I'm gonna just keep talking here because I think I'm gonna have to, because it looks like pretty good severe thunderstorm ongoing right now over portions of Williamson County. So it looks like they're it's just south between Fairview and Leapers Fork, coming up on Leapers Fork actually right now. So you are pretty much in the immediate path of this. So our black line there, I don't know if you can tell on Facebook, but our YouTube users should notice a difference there on the black line bordering this storm. It means that it is a considerable severe thunderstorm warning. So it's one of the things that it throws in the kind of the threat matrix at the bottom of the the text on the normal severe thunderstorm warnings and such. Make sure I'm trying to stay in frame here because I can't hear myself too. So I hope I don't sound funny or I'm not distorted or anything else like that, y'all, because that's one of the things I'm working on. I changed some things around and made some changes and rerouted some audio stuff, and it has since stopped working on me like all of a sudden. Like so, working on it. Yeah, so I'm not real sure why. Oh, now I see. Okay. All right. Thank y'all for bearing with me again. Just I gotta get started on a bit of a curve here already. So Again, I want to look at this. Looks like it's definitely putting down a good bit of lightning. And it does look like it's got some broad rotation there, because yeah, that one's got a kind of gnarly shape, but I think it's just from that backside of it at the moment. Anyway, let's have a look at this one in 3D, and we'll hop over to our MuleTown storm here, because it's not quite as close. I promise I'm not ignoring the hometown crowd or anything like that. Let me get a good slice of that. There we go. So that's the lead for Fork Storm, and it definitely looks like a looker for sure. So we've got a good, a strong established updraft here for sure. So would not be surprised to be seeing some of those hail readings, because yeah, that's an absolutely massive hail return there. So that is our hail core. So as you can see there, I'll make that full screen real quick. That is the hail core as it stands right now. So that is an absolutely huge looking hail core there. We see our classic standard looking supercell there, but really sharp, really well defined updraft there. So would not be surprised to see some rotation out of it. Yeah, where is my sound? I still don't have any sound. I'll be in a one-man show this hard. Okay, so where's my... 1 sec, y'all. I'm still fighting, still working. Come on. And this is one of those settings to where if you weren't looking for it, you remember exactly what there it is. Why is it not working? Okay, I'm just gonna have to go off. Just keep in mind, y'all, that I can't hear, so the dings and everything that I get normally when some of y'all do like the hard comments and stuff like that or whatever, I'm not gonna get. So anyway, if you're just joining us, not going to go over the usual current conditions and all that stuff right off the rip, or the Star Spangled Banner. Going to get to those, promise though, because we do have these two severe warned storms that are approaching the area here that we are watching for the moment. So I know we got kids getting off the school bus and all that fun stuff. Mine just actually got done doing the same. So no, we got those folks out there worried about that, and I'm right there with you. So some of these storms obviously showing like they've got some gusty winds in them to an extent, and definitely showing look like the chance for some possibly large hail there, especially up into the Williamson County area there now. So I kind of keep it focused on Columbia, pull back out a little bit. Actually had a tornado warning going down earlier here towards like Wilson County, I think it was. So let me shut up for a second and pop this into motion so you can kind of see what's going on there as far as our current storm situation. And I'm going to keep working this issue, so bear with me, y'all. All right, I think I got everything fixed now, y'all, finally. So just finally getting to look at the comment section. Got Boppy in the chats with us. Everybody say hi to Boppy. She's using her personal account at the moment, but that is the very one and the same Boppy. Hello, Debbie. Dana, sorry, they're kind of scrolling up faster than I can see them. Dana says this is going to stay north of us. Hard to say right now, so let me go ahead and drop this back down into us. You can kind of see how they're moving. Let me go and bring this back up to live and then step it back in a few frames. So the Williamson County cell looks like it is definitely going to stay to the north, even of, say, Spring Hill, Murray County sides of Spring Hill. But these other two Sentinel storms, it looks like, unless they completely blob out into one singular cell there, that they will probably remain above severe limits. Let's see, what exactly is it about this one? 60-mile-per-hour wind goes quarter-sized hail, so okay. Let me have a look at this one because it's still looking like it's got a pretty good like colored core to it there. Looks like crossing Highway 48 right now, and was at 100 west, so Eric Spring Hill is looking like it's probably going to catch a miss on this one, but Thompson Station may be close enough to where if I had peeps up there, school bus stuff, or anything else like that, or you had to drive up 31 right now, I would give it probably a good 20-30 minutes because the storm right now is hammering Leapers Fork. It looks like it's right around the Bailey Road area, Leapers Creek Road, I think, or is that Fork Road? Yeah, Leapers Creek Road, around in that area. West Harpeth. So that's why I can't be a real weatherman. Get too tongue tied with those. Around, let's see, the 840 should be clear. Back on towards looks like just pretty much the beginning of 31. So that's kind of framing it in bottom of the screen there. So Thompson Station, probably get a glancing blow on it, I think. But it does have, well, I don't know. It's trying to get more of a little bit more of a like a southeastward trend all of a sudden. I'm working to get a better storm track feature for y'all. I've got one that we can use, but it's irritating at best. So Jordan, any idea what Ridley Field will be looking like around 5 p.m.? So that's an hour and a half from now. Could be more of the same. This could be just like a one-off, or we could just kind of get a little burst of these scattered, isolated, strong to severe storms through dark or so. So it's going to be hard to tell. I've got the official NWS forecast scrolling there on the bottom of the ticker. So that's what we always use. I don't know if we kind of go into detail on that or not, but that is our source for things like that. If you ask me what we think, we'll tell you what we think as far as that goes. But Cecilia, Outlook City, Columbia is the same generally as what we talk about for Murray County. So tomorrow and Wednesday, especially Wednesday, were going to be the main days that we're looking on, but we kind of had an idea that there could be just enough instability so as to get some storms off the ground and support like at least a basic wind and hail threat, and that's what it's looking like it's going for so far. So do have these both warned storms though, so I want to go ahead and get on the intranet waves with you all and let you know what's going on. Ariana, not looking at any tornadoes with these two storms. I've been kind of keeping an eye on the velocity on both of these because obviously with any kind of large hail signatures, we do have enough at least wind to support enough of an updraft. So it is always possible to have some broad rotation mixed in there. But so far, that's about all of these two storms seem to have. So this one's had a little bit kind of off and on, and even like some almost good kind of hook echo shape to it there for a moment. But it looks like it's going to be inflow there because it keeps kind of cycling back and forth as far as that goes. So yeah, Leapers Fork, it is hammering you right now for sure. So if you have family, friends up there in that area, or if you're just to the south of Franklin right now, west side of Franklin, north side of Thompson Station, get ready for this to come through. If you're driving, definitely take that in consideration, because if it's if it's not hail right now and considerably sized hail, it's going to be some pretty heavy rain without a doubt. I mean, that's certain, because these returns are coming back pretty significantly there. I'm going to go ahead and take another slice of that in 3D up there on the top of the screen. See the area in the box sliced in there. We can have a look at our wind fields and see. I can kind of see a little bit what we can tell is an updraft there, a little bit more of a trend going upwards, but it does not look like. Yep, as if it's rotating heavily. A little bit of broad rotation there, maybe. But again, not anything overly concerning at the moment. But the big thing at the moment is going to be that purple, almost kind of like dark color. Let me see if I can. I've got a slide scale over here that we can kind of show you. So that right in there that you almost can't kind of see, showing up as a real bright return as it starts to go away. Showing up a pretty sizable hail core, more than likely there in those darker colors that you can kind of see as we look inside the storm right around in here. That's kind of the best way you can see it. Those darker purples get into that, like, I don't know what color that is. Being a member of the male species, I am partially colorblind. So it's purple. It's some shade of purple. Thank you, Cynthia. I do finally have my audio back, so I did hear that notification. Appreciate that very, very, very much. Seth, that's going to be an interesting question. Seth was asking what everything looks like Wednesday as far as the conditions. It's going to be a good question. The thing is going to be just, it's down to the timing. So, and that's what we've been looking at for the last half of today. Is it looks like the timing may be stalling. I don't want to kind of throw that gear or that wrench in the gears just yet, but it's looking like it may be backing off some, which is definitely a good thing. So, Rachel, if y'all are just now letting the kids get in the pool, or if anybody else listening to me is like letting them get in, or y'all do anything else like that outside, you don't have to just wrap it up just this second, you know. But it looks like there is some pretty decent lightning coming across into the Columbia MuleTown area. Rachel specifically asking me from like Graymere area. So the main area of the line, or the line of the lightning, looks like it's coming across Swan Creek right now in Hickman County. So around that area between like Duck River and Hampshire and county line right there, you can see kind of where it's the most intense. So I mean, it's generally heading this way, and it's been kind of, both these storms have been pulsing back and forth, and as far as that goes. So yeah, Spring Hill looks like is covered in enough of that. Yeah, that. Apologies there. We'll go ahead and pipe that audio in while we're at it, though. Hope you all can hear that.
The National Weather Service in Nashville has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for north central Marshall County in Middle Tennessee, southwestern Rutherford County in Middle Tennessee, northeastern Maury County in Middle Tennessee, southeastern Williamson County in Middle Tennessee.
It's northeastern Murray, so it is not quite Columbia MuleTown proper itself, so we'll leave that off just for a moment. But if everybody's weather radio just went off, if you got it generally set to Murray, that is why. So it is northeastern extreme Murray County, including the city of Spring Hill and Thompson Station. So I'll go ahead and I'll get that one posted, but that one is not technically for MuleTown, so we'll throw that out there just for the information purposes. We won't scroll that one just yet, but again, like I posted in my I'm getting ready to go live thing a minute ago, it's not outside the possibility, so I would expect a warning that it is probable. If it holds together, it's probable, but it is possible, especially, I would say, just in the broader, more general sense, that it is possible that we may see a severe thunderstorm warning or some type of severe weather warning for Murray County proper before everything is over with. So So I'll drop that one off real quick. Hope y'all could hear that. I'm still having some issues apparently with my monitoring on my end here. So let me. I'm gonna turn my camera off real quick because Boppy actually just walked in. So give me just 1 second. A little meeting of the minds here. So it looks like the severe thunderstorm warning for the Hickman County sale has just now dropped off. So Western Murray County, that is a good sign there. But with the way these things have been pulsing back up and forth, and down and back and everywhere in between, I would keep an eye on it still, and be ready for it to roll through. So, all right, 1 second, y'all. I'm still right here with you. And still right here with you all, folks. If you're just now joining us, we are kind of anticipating the severe coverage there. So we went ahead and try to get on as quick as we could today. So we will have the severe coverage continuing with you as long as need be. But as we've just been sitting here, for those of you who have been with us, it looks like the Hickman County sale is pulsing down a little bit at the moment. So that is good news for the Western Murray County folks. That's something that we're continuing to see here. Spring Hill, it looks like it's going to be pretty close for you all. So you're kind of right there just on the edge of the warned area as is anyway, but Thompson Station, it's just about all the way upon you right now. So go ahead and make sure if you got peeps up there, let them know if you're driving up and down 65 corridor or 31 corridor that you're taking your due care and time in doing that. So one thing I want to go ahead and show you that I've been waiting on as well, the last version of the 48-hour NAM model, or not NAM, the HRRR model, one of my favorites that you all will notice over the time, just got done running, and it is one of the convection allowing models. So it's once it gets within that 48-hour window, it gets a little bit more accurate because it takes into consideration those current conditions, yada yada yada, and so on and so forth. You about to be back on camera now. Okay. Yeah. Boppy joining me in the studio. So, yeah, there's Boppy. Hello, everybody. So, she was bringing in one of my little heathen childrens. Let me throw this in the broadcast software. It's probably going to be easier than screen sharing it. And again, apologies. I don't have the usual, slides ready for the highs and the lows and all of that fun stuff. Just as quick as I jumped on here once I thought we were about to get that warning issued potentially. But yeah, so this is the 18 Zulu HRRR model, and it's showing some potential, some strong to severe thunderstorms coming through until about probably 8 to 10 p.m. around that time frame tonight, and then tapering on off, and then showing again some more scattered, kind of some isolated strong to severe, but possible, I would say, would be the biggest thing there between now and Wednesday morning. But when it gets into the Wednesday morning part, that's when things get a little bit more interesting looking. So, kind of see some maybe strong storms coming through there, maybe some severe going into tomorrow evening. But then this is getting into like daylight. Yeah, Wednesday. So I was thinking earlier because I was just kind of looking at models that kind of go and stutter more kind of steps like 3, 4, 6 hours. And I was thinking that it was stalling out and maybe lagging behind, but it looks like it may have actually sped up a little bit. So instead of it being the second half of the day Wednesday, it looks like it now may be just pretty much from early on the morning hours of Wednesday around daylight, maybe a little bit before, and then kind of ongoing from there. So, obviously, with the daytime event, that brings a whole new level of complexity to it because it brings a whole different uh, resource bag of instability, daytime heating, all those fun things like that. If any storms do kind of come through earlier that morning, they can dump in a lot of available moisture if we do end up getting subsequent or follow on rounds. Problem is, this particular 18Z run cuts off Wednesday morning. So, kind of seeing that again approaching here as it goes. And then things firing back up again around 7, 8 a.m., showing some pretty good heavy sales potentially rolling through the area, kind of coming from our southwest, which is historically where we tend to get a lot of our stronger sales, but then it cuts off there before it gets out of the morning time on Wednesday. So again, something that we'll be eagerly watching as those new models come out. They do come out hourly, but it only does the 48-hour loops on the sixes. So like midnight, 06, 12, 18 Zulu, and then again midnight. So I'll post that to the page as well. I'll make sure I do that for all of my visual folks. Oops. I always do that. I get ready to capitalize Z and then type an exclamation point and whatever else instead of the one. All right. You know, it wouldn't take much to do the same things on the other WDiMT headquarter computer and put you in like another little bubble over there on the opposite side of the screen, right?
We could do that.
I'm telling you, that be what the people desire. Let me get back into the comment section here real quick. So I've been off for just a second, so apologies about that. Ryan being funny. I hope you were doing great, buddy. We were all thinking about you, brother. Ryan Edwards, longtime friend of the Weather Down in MuleTown peeps. So, yeah, if you're about to go in and do some water sports, I think that's what I started and then got interrupted by that other warning. If you're getting ready to do water stuff, I would probably not start until a little bit. I mean, if you're already doing it, you don't have to stop just this second, but I would probably hold off if you're just now starting. Because it is close enough. Kelly says any tornado threats? They're mild, never zero, but I would say mild right now, just relatively speaking. Tomorrow we may see those kind of the same, similar, scattered, severe, isolated, stronger threat, but Wednesday is going to be the day that we're watching right now for the biggest threat. TJ's heading to Pulaski. Yeah, you should be good. I would say, TJ, you're far enough ahead of it now. It's just, it looks like crossing county line from from Hickman, Lewis, right there, Murray, just outside of Hampshire. So, but it may be tightening back up a little bit. So looks like you're back up to possibly about a half inch on the hail size. So we'll take another 3D snippet of that one in just a second too. Appreciate everybody tagging their family and friends and peeps and everything in the comments. That always helps us with the algorithm and just helps us reach as many people as we possibly can. Supposed to have baseball practice 5:30, says Susan. Will this mess with that? It's possible. So that's kind of what we were just showing a second ago. That model that I was talking about is kind of a prediction from the computers, what it thinks that will happen over the next several hours as far as that goes, shortness. So it's possible. I can't say because it's just that time of year, and it's literally something will bubble up out of nothing between radar scans, and then 20 minutes later, you got a severe thunderstorm. So, I'll take this through kind of the motions again. Just again, if you're just joining us, I've been trying to take little breaks and talking and stuff here, just to kind of go ahead and get ready and get some of the things that we normally have for you and some of that information that we've got, like our current conditions and stuff. And the normal little just graphics and slides and visual things that we like to do for you all as we go. So I'm getting some of those things right now as we speak. So again, just bear with me, and I'm just going to let that radar loop roll for a minute there and just kind of show you what the ins and outs of the going-ons and the happenings that we're dealing with right now. Looks like they're going through and updating some of the slides now, of course, too, so I can't get them. Okay. No big deal. I can grab them off Twitter if I need to. Not a biggie. All right. And again, still here with y'all. If y'all smell that burning, that's just me. So doing about 5 different things at once. So again, just bear with me, y'all. I still gotta go in and disable a bunch of features and security stuff that I haven't, that just makes life annoying. Also, and just again, some things that we've been talking about back and forth and forwards. If anybody knows any good lawyers that set up like trusts or nonprofits or anything like that, may need one of those coming up here semi soon. So, throw them in the comments or tell them to inbox me or inbox me their name or something. We got big things in store here at the Weather Down in MuleTown. Big ideas. All right, so there is enough of that. I'll let you get the big picture for that. Just one more last loop while we kind of back up there so you can kind of see the whole regional picture of what is going down there. And again, had a tornado warning up there to the north in Nashville for a moment earlier, but now back down to just this one cell. Looks like it's approaching between Duck River and Hampshire again now. So before I delve into our currents, let's have a look at that again real quick. Just wanted to make sure. Maybe some gusty winds in there, maybe some 30s into possibly like mid 40s. Looks like they're 45, I think I see. So not too bad, but still seeing those hail possibilities there right there. Looks like right around County Line Hill or County Line Ridge right there, whatever it's called. Up to maybe some inch sized hail. So that will definitely readjust your day. For sure, but right now, just north of Spring Hill, definitely the biggest happenings and everything going on. Looks like Murray County has been trimmed out of that severe thunderstorm warning there, so the extreme northeastern section of Murray that was in there is now dropped. So good news there. And again, trying to get to everybody on the comments and everything. Got a lot I've been doing. Megan says, "What about Chapel Hill?" It's looking like it's probably going to go just to your north, but this particular storm cell has had kind of like a more southerly kind of droop to it here in the last several scans before now, but it has since backed off a little bit. So I'd say it's probably going to go just to the north of Chapel Hill, but you're already partially covered under that severe thunderstorm warning in north, like extreme northern Marshall anyway, so I would just kind of keep that in mind and just take that for what it is. Nancy Arnold, thank you very, very much for helping us keep the lights on with that big money. Appreciate that. There was somebody else a minute ago. Cynthia, appreciate that big money. Didn't want to forget you all as well, so always a help. And we'll talk maybe a little bit later once we have time and weather permitting, it's some more about the fundraising ideas and goals and what we want to do and why and all those things. Stacy wants to know about Columbia. So right now it's looking like not too long. Should know something here in Columbia because this storm may be trying to pulse back up actually a little bit. So the lightning is getting a little bit more intense there. Just waiting on it to update. Actually, it's updating a little slow for whatever reason. Let's see if we can. Yeah, both providers are. Or it may just kind of be on the upswing, I think, is maybe what's going on there. So, but yeah, so this one looks like it's maybe trying to darken back up there in the reflectivity, which actually just measures how much rain precip is coming out of that thing and how heavy it is. And then you can kind of see there, looking at it from the south and the west there. You kind of see there in the center to where it looks like we may have a darker spot, and that's where that hail may be coming from. But pretty decent thunderstorm overall there, so topping out 40,000 feet. Pretty good thunderstorm. Don't really see any, don't see a major updraft, anything like that, or anything organized at all as far as rotation, anything like that goes. But could possibly see some hail out of that for sure. So yeah, right there. This is the problem. You can kind of see it cut off right here at the bottom of our screen. Let me pop that full screen. So yeah, you can kind of see it cut off here at the bottom of our screen. It's just that little one tiny purple slice, and then that's all we can see. That's the kind of the issue with us being down here well below the radar sites in southern Middle Tennessee. So we can only see the bottom of the storm is what is already at 4,500 feet. So that's kind of the issue. What happens between that 4,500 feet in the ground is what we rely on you all for, and you all do a great job because we don't really know. Radar can only tell us so much. So Lance has got hail in Franklin. That does not surprise me at all. What size hail are you seeing there, Lance? The Thompson Station either looks like it's crossing the 840-65 exchange right there up near Huff's Grocery, Boston, that type community up there. I forget what exit number that is. 431, right there where all those different roads meet. So looks like that's where the heaviest of it is at the moment. But yeah, this thing's definitely strengthening back up a little bit as far as the pulsing up and down goes because it just got a lot darker on that hail core there. Let me turn that back on. Yeah, so you can see they're getting darker, getting better into range as far as the hail core goes because it is showing up a good bit better in our 3D rendering there of our storm. Let me just go in and get just that core. That's too close. Yeah, still just a little too close. Why is it giving me so much an offset? Still chopping it right in the middle. What gives? Oh, come on. Okay, it's better. Now it's too far. Oh, well. But it kind of gives you an idea of how large some of these updraft areas when we are when we talk about, hey, we can see an updraft area here. It looks like there may be some hail coming down in this general area. When you look at that big spot on the radar, let me turn the radar off just for a hot second. Kind of see how big of an area that is right there. I mean, that's a lot of somebody's house worth of farmland or chickens or cattle or dogs or family or pets or whatever else, or somebody's people on the river. You see the river kind of running right through there, trying to have a nice day fishing. So that's why we tell you always, always, always make sure you have those ways to get the warnings and the watches, advisories, whatever, especially if you're out kayaking on the river all day, doing something like that out on the boat or whatever else. But yeah, I would say, yeah, this little guy is definitely strengthening back up a little bit here. So I don't see the wind returning yet, so that is a plus, but would not be surprised if we don't see another warning on this storm again. Let's have a look. Let's see. Yeah, these are this is our hail stuff right here. So yeah, definitely would not be surprised to see some pretty heavy hail with this one. Looks like everything's updated now. So yeah, showing excess of 1 inch hail. So pretty decent size, especially if it is moving rather quickly. So don't really see the winds again as far as this goes necessarily. There may be, like I said, some heavier pockets there, maybe some 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts close to it, mid to high 40s, looks like. But don't see that rotation that we were looking for earlier. So, not seeing that at this time. So, that is definitely a good thing. It's still light enough. I may try to get eyeballs on this one as it approaches a little bit, so it's probably getting just good enough and into the visual range for Sunnyside. So give me just one hot second, guys and gals, and I am going to poke my head outside real quick for a real quick commercial break, and then I'll be right back with you.
National Weather Service in Nashville has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for central Maury County in Middle Tennessee until 4:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 3:57 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 7 miles north of Mount Pleasant, or 10 miles west of Columbia, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Columbia, Mount Pleasant, Williamsport, and Hampshire. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. 4:43 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Thompson.
Alright, and as you all see there, I don't know if you caught all of that or not, but we'll go ahead and make our joyful noise because we do have that severe thunderstorm warning that has been now issued for Columbia, Maury County. So you can see it there.
Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include.
Let me get that scrolling up here 1 second. Again, just being a one-man operation today.
Includes the following highways: Interstate 65 between mile markers 53 and 64. Interstate 840 between mile markers 24 and 38.
There we go. Wrong text.
For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. The National Weather Service in Nashville has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for central Maury County in Middle Tennessee until 4:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time.
Okay.
At 3:57 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located.
And again, I literally just made it out to my porch to go have a look, so I'm going to do that again real quick. Just wanted to get that info out to you all good folks as quickly as we could.
Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Columbia, Mount Pleasant, Williamsport.
Yeah, that's a pretty good looking little hail court now, sports fans.
Interior room on the lowest floor of a building.
Alright, so that's posted to the page now for all my visual people. If you want to get that out to your friends and fam, it is up. I'm adding the graphic to it right now. And go. So it should be in Columbia here within the next, I'd say about, let me see, 15, 20 minutes.
Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind
Let's see how fast it's moving. I'll look at that again. Yep, so everything looks good as far as that goes still. Maybe a little breezy, maybe even a little gusty in the 50s. I think that's it. So yeah, it's saying 60 miles an hour wind, so it could be up to that, so we'll leave it at that for the moment, but we are under the severe thunderstorm warning now, so definitely if you're in the area of the polygon there, go ahead and take shelter, get ready for that, take heed. So
a severe thunderstorm was located 7 miles north of Mount
like I
Pleasant,
said, I'm going to be getting a eyeball on it because that's just part of my job and what I do here always has been, but I'm going to leave that lovely Noah running with you just for the moment. I've got it kind of turned down to where it's not just overly loud, so let me know if it's too loud.
Columbia, Mount Pleasant, Williamsport, and Hampshire. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building.
Because I think it should have me way louder, basically, no matter what, so.
A severe thunderstorm was located near Thompson Station, or 9 miles south of Franklin.
All right.
Southeast at 30 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated.
Brandy P, thank you very much for your kind words. Lisa, thank you as well for joining us over here on YouTube. Again, as always, y'all, we were simulcasting our broadcast on YouTube with that better and most superior picture quality, in my opinion. Let's have another look at this thing again before I hop up and try to go get a literal look at it. Yeah, so that hill course showing like it's up high now, actually, so it may have a decent little... Probably not. Maybe a little bit of a good updraft going on there. It's showing high up in the core, so. And it's still getting darker. I think that, yeah, just darkened up in the last scan there. Yeah, buddy, you can see it right there. Oops, no, hold on. Yeah, right there, pretty high up in the hail core as well too, especially that higher return there, that one right there. So most def, and we've got our technology here. We can go in and show you the inside of the storm, and show you kind of each individual layer of the storm as we go through there. You can kind of visualize it when you're looking at a cloud. This is what's going on in the middle of it. So again, keep an eye on things as far as that goes. It is a severe warning thunderstorm now, but we are not seeing any type of like organized rotation. Just seeing basically what looks like just enough to get an updraft going to sustain that hail threat. So maybe seeing some straight winds with this in excess of 60 miles an hour. So, and that is the threshold there for the severe thunderstorm. So, again, watching this on into Columbia proper as we speak. Let me see if this will stay up. Nope, it's gonna go away if I try to do that. Let me try to open up my other auxiliary software I've got here that helps us look at storms and show y'all the streets and stuff. Alright. Okay. This storm tracker is the display on y'all's end is just kind of wonky, I think. Y'all may like it, you may not. You may not know the difference, but I okay. What was our speed? 20 knots, bearing 279er. So put that there. 27 knots, bearing 279er. So that's about 30 miles per hour. There we go. Perfect. Y'all can kind of see that. And let me go in and build out this ETX. I don't think it will just tell me. It used to. Yeah, it stinks. Okay, so. Oh, come on. It's usually got to go through and think what it's looking like. Come on. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's just, it's honky. Try populating it that way. Still didn't want to populate. Okay, let's try that again since it's already moved now anyway. Alright, so center of the storm, 27 knots, 279. There we go. Alright, now it's coming. All right, so yeah, Pleasant Hill's about 4:17. It's about 10 more minutes from now. Bel Air 4:21. Royal Oaks about the same time. Columbia 4:22. Riverside about 4:23. Hardy Acres 4:24. It's like getting out towards Leftwich, Sowell, Ford, Hardison Mill about 4:45. Pottsville about the same time. And then getting into the Marshall County area, Venable Spring, Kenny Spring, Verona about 4:53, and then getting on closer to probably not even going to worry about those time frames. So yeah, between now and about the next 15 minutes for you Columbia there. Let me get this. Forgot y'all can't see it in that mode. So yeah, here are the ETAs there. Hope you can see those for the most part. I've got kind of the more popular ones up, I think, for the most part there. So, and as I see another warning popping up over here for looks like Marshall County already. So there are some of those ETAs. So about another 15 minutes or so in Columbia from the way things look right now.
Locations impacted include Columbia, Mount Pleasant, Williamsport, and Hampshire. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of the building.
Y'all ignore me for a minute.
Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 12 miles east of.
Yeah, looks like on the good side of things, the hail core has gone away a little bit. Still looks like there's probably some pretty heavy precip going down on 50 right now. Probably around Hicks Lane, Brown Hollow Road, Monsanto area, around that way, approaching the bypass. So I'm going to see if I can get enough eyeball on this, and I will be right back with y'all again here in just 1 second.
Includes Interstate 840 between mile markers 33 and 38. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. The National Weather Service in Nashville has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for central Maury County in Middle Tennessee until 4:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 3:57 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 7 miles north of Mount Pleasant, or 10 miles west of Columbia, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. The National Weather Service in Nashville has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Rutherford County in Middle Tennessee. The thunderstorm was located 10 miles south of Nolensville, or 13 miles southeast.
I'm gonna leave that on with y'all just for just a moment, just so that way y'all know y'all have something actually on here, and I'm like, here. I'm just stepping away, okay?
Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Murfreesboro, Eagleville, Christiana, Trioune, and Rockvale. This includes the following highways: Interstate 24 between mile markers 79 and 84. Interstate 840 between mile markers 38 and 47. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. The National Weather Service in Nashville has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for central Maury County in Middle Tennessee until 4:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 3:57 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 7 miles north of Mount Pleasant, or 10 miles west of Columbia, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Columbia, Mount Pleasant, Williamsport, and Hampshire. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. The National Weather Service in Nashville has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Rutherford County in Middle Tennessee, southeastern Williamson County in Middle Tennessee, until 4:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 4:09 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 10 miles south of Nolensville, or 13 miles southeast of Franklin, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Murfreesboro, Eagleville, Christiana, Trioune, and Rockvale. This includes the following highways: Interstate 24 between mile markers 79 and 84. Interstate 840 between mile markers 38 and 47. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio, All Hazards, the voice of the National Weather Service. This is Station WF84, located in Lawrence County. The broadcast originates from the National Weather Service office near Nashville. At 4:02 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 12 miles east of Spring Hill, or 17 miles southeast of Franklin, moving southeast at 30 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Eagleville. This includes Interstate 840 between mile markers 33 and 38. At 4:13 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Columbia, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Columbia and Mount Pleasant. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. At 4:02 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 12 miles east of Spring Hill, or 17 miles southeast of Franklin, moving southeast at 30 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Eagleville. This includes Interstate 840 between mile markers 33 and 38. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. At 4:13 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Columbia, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Columbia and Mount Pleasant. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. The National Weather Service in Nashville has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Rutherford County in Middle Tennessee, southeastern Williamson County in Middle Tennessee, until 4:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 4:09 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 10 miles south of Nolensville, or 13 miles southeast of Franklin, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Murfreesboro, Eagleville, Christiana, Triune, and Rockvale. This includes the following highways: Interstate 24 between mile markers 79 and 84. Interstate 840 between mile markers 38 and 47. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. At 4:13 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Columbia, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Columbia and Mount Pleasant. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. The National Weather Service in Nashville has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Rutherford County in Middle Tennessee, southeastern Williamson County in Middle Tennessee, until 4:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 4:09 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 10 miles south of Nolensville, or 13 miles southeast of Franklin, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Murfreesboro, Eagleville, Christiana, Triune, and Rockvale. This includes the following highways: Interstate 24 between mile markers 79 and 84. Interstate 840 between mile markers 38 and 47. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. At 4:13 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Columbia, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Columbia and Mount Pleasant. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. The National Weather Service in Nashville has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Rutherford County in Middle Tennessee, southeastern Williamson County in Middle Tennessee, until 4:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 4:09 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 10 miles south of Nolensville, or 13 miles southeast of Franklin, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Murfreesboro, Eagleville, Christiana, Trioune, and Rockvale. This includes the following highways: Interstate 24 between mile markers 79 and 84. Interstate 840 between mile markers 38 and 47. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. At 4:13 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Columbia, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Columbia and Mount Pleasant. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. The National Weather Service in Nashville has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Rutherford County in Middle Tennessee, southeastern Williamson County in Middle Tennessee, until 4:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 4:09 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 10 miles south of Nolensville, or 13 miles southeast of Franklin, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Murfreesboro, Eagleville, Christiana, Trioune, and Rockvale. This includes the following highways: Interstate 24 between mile markers 79 and 84. Interstate 840 between mile markers 38 and 47. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. At 4:13 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Columbia, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Columbia and Mount Pleasant. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. The National Weather Service in Nashville has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Rutherford County in Middle Tennessee, southeastern Williamson County in Middle Tennessee, until 4:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 4:09 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 10 miles south of Nolensville, or 13 miles southeast of Franklin, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and half-dollar-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Murfreesboro, Eagleville, Christiana, Trioune, and Rockvale. This includes the following highways: Interstate 24 between mile markers 79 and 84. Interstate 840 between mile markers 38 and 47. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. At 4:13 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Columbia, moving east at 25 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Source, Radar indicated. Impact, hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Columbia and Mount Pleasant. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building.
All right, and if you are just joining us, welcome back to our continuing coverage of the severe weather. We do have that severe thunderstorm warning still in effect right now, but it looks like things are calming down a little bit, and it's actually, it looks like the majority of the action there is going to go to my north, so I think, yeah, they'll probably allow this to expire here, or they may actually cancel it, so it's going to be in effect for, looks like, about 20 more minutes, and I imagine they will probably allow that to go ahead and expire, but I'll zoom things out here a little bit so you can kind of see what's going on. All the kind of the highways and everything in there, the highways and byways around the mid-state area. You can kind of see exactly where you are. Let me mute this so that way you hear me and kind of see what's going on there. So did get some pretty decent hail reports, looks like, from the western side of Murray County. Did go ahead and get those uploaded to the NWS, so we always appreciate you all. That is one of the things that you all can help us do, is by letting us know what you're seeing actually falling out of the sky. So we very, very much appreciate that. It's like they just issued another tornado warning for, okay, Smithville. But yeah, just wanted to give everybody the update there. So we'll get back into things here again. So it looks like it is 16:25 hours. So 4:25 p.m. So right now it looks like it is 78.9 degrees, cause 79 degrees in sunny side. Dew point is 72 degrees right now, so we're starting to get some measurable rain. So looks like that hasn't updated again yet. So that needs to, yeah. So it looks like we're getting about quarter-inch of rain so far today, just off of this. So wind gusts about nothing much reading right now, so about 1 mile an hour or so. Out of the west northwest. But other than that, today, again, stormy on the latter half of the day this afternoon and evening, high of about 83, so we should be on the downward trend there. And again, just mainly keeping an eye on the upcoming things as far as the severe weather possibilities for tomorrow and Wednesday. So tomorrow we are under a little bit lesser of the threat than we will be Wednesday. And again, we're kind of right there on the line for both. So, be possibly prepared to have things be in the slight risk tomorrow instead of the marginal. And then possibly even going into the higher, the 3 out of 5 with the enhanced risk on Wednesday. So again, keep an eye out for the updates. We'll still be going through and watching things very, very closely as both of these events draw closer. We'll still be doing the modeling thing and having a look at those off and on, just each run to run. And trying to compare things as far as that goes and see what we can kind of figure out what we think may happen from looking at all the model data. So looks like for most places on the west side of Columbia, we've still got some more rain to go here out towards the bypass, Highway 7, 50 area there. Looks like Williamsport Pike. But Columbia, got a little bit of a gap there in central Columbia, but still some rain back to the east and north side of Columbia still. But after that, it looks like we may get a pretty good gap here in the coverage for a bit. Looks like some of these showers kind of from the I-40 corridor over here may still sag down into the area, but it's like we should get a substantial break there for a while anyway. So once this warning goes out and expires, we will probably take our coverage back from live and go ahead and conclude that. Thank you, Angel, for those stars. Just now saw that. Appreciate you. As always, definitely helps us. I'm just getting caught up on the comments and everything as well too. Yeah, sorry, I've been in and out. I've had some other things going on this afternoon and kind of again had to hop in the chair here at the weather desk kind of short notice when I saw that they were probably going to end up issuing that warning. So, I was trying to think ahead there and just got it pulled off. And again, everybody, thank you all for joining us on YouTube and Facebook as well. We always got our live stream going on there on both places. So, don't think I'm gonna need any of this. Let's see if the NWS ever updated their. No, so NWS hadn't updated the graphics yet for the slides for the current conditions for the rest of the day. Today and then going into tomorrow. So I'll throw those up on the page when they do update that. But other than that, again, things looking like they're quieting down. This still kind of came through town and fell apart. It's looking like it started developing a little bit of that moisture there on the backside of it, probably, and that may have interfered with it a little bit. Yeah, it looks like it probably did. So lots and lots of lightning going down over here in this Eagleville cell in the northern half of, or excuse me, on the southern half of Rutherford County as well too. Doesn't surprise me there that they've got a warning on that one either. So you kind of see the whole view of things that are going down there at the moment. Make sure. All right, still getting hail reports as well, so we're trying to get those fielded to the NWS office in Nashville right now as we speak. Seeing some Williamsport. If I got any Williamsport peeps out there, let me know what y'all are seeing. I've got some Twitter reports, looks like, of 2-inch hail that are coming in here to us at the moment. So yeah, let me know, Williamsport peeps, what y'all are seeing. Ooh, hold on, that is confirmed tornado. 1 second, y'all. I'll pop over here. Again, this isn't our area. I'm just kind of zooming in on this just because this gets your attention, and that's what it's supposed to. Confirmed tornado located in Smithville, moving east at 25 miles an hour. Oh no. That is the last thing we wanted to hear there. Really, I don't see anything. How far away from the radar site? Yeah, it's too far. But where? I don't see it. Okay, maybe right there. Backside. Well, I'm glad they've got eyes on it. And again, that doesn't look like that's really much of anything innocuous at all there, folks. But again, they've apparently got eyes on a confirmed tornado over near Smithville. So, yep, it's showing you up tornado observed. So, yep, that is the importance of you all, the public, and helping us and the Weather Service do the things that we do. Because, I mean, I just don't see. I don't see it. Unless that was it right there. Maybe. Oh, yeah. That's gonna be it then. Yep, that's it. Right there, the big dropout. I see it now. But where is the... Here. Okay. Again, yep, not here, folks. Just always something I do just while I'm on here, just to help keep my skills sharp. It lets me let y'all know things like that too. You know, where you see, and I'm working on a nifty little graphic to replace this one up here. Kind of been working on some things, had a lot of irons in the fire, but working with one of our lovely graphic designer friend peoples to help us replace this. That gives you a legend to all this. So, you know, yellow equals severe thunderstorm warning, red equals tornado warning. But when we get into these purple colors over here and stuff like that, or black, that's really bad. And that means that's because it is a confirmed tornado. So it gets my attention over here in my little master list of warnings throughout the whole entire state, and it gets your attention here on the screen as well too. And that's the whole point. So again, not here, but definitely something to behold. All right, I think, yep. So, yeah, our warning has indeed expired. So, I'll go ahead and drop that off of our ticker there. So, perfect. We'll zoom that back out to our area coverage. Keep doing a couple of things I'm doing here in the background. Again, just mopping up some things on the back end, making sure we got everything submitted to the NWS that we can get. And I'm sending some of y'all's pictures too. Whoa. Wow. Yeah, I see some of these hell pictures. That's crazy, y'all. Getting those reported. Thank you all. Jenna Russian Smith. Appreciate that. Definitely getting some crazy pictures from you all. And again, while I'm just kind of got a little bit of a lull, we're just still sitting here talking about things. Make sure you all go and vote for the Best of Murray Awards. We've got those coming up. Voting just started today, and I didn't even know that the voting was open last year, and we somehow managed to come in second. So that was pretty cool. So I think this year that we can do even better. Almost sure of it. So go vote. You can vote, I think, like once an hour until sometimes in June. So it's pretty much like the whole next month. So go check that out. All right, sports fans. Pause this. Yeah, everything looks like it is mostly copacetic over the rest of the non jacked up part of the mid state area there as far as the weather goes. Still don't. Yeah, man, I mean, I just don't see it. Radar confirmed tornado. I guess they're getting it from that tornado debris signature. Because, yeah, it just, man, it doesn't look like much of anything impressive there to me at all. So, just goes to show you. Alright, Poppy and I are just kind of conferring now because we're having a look and see some of like the cells back to our west, if they're able to kind of stay out by themselves and remain discreet and end up going angry as well. That could cause us some problems in the long run, so it's something that we'll be keeping an eye on for sure. And it does look like things are starting to fire off, yeah, back in Oklahoma and out west as well too. Yeah, buddy, it does. It's like a big tornado right there out towards Oklahoma, or about to be. Yeah, if you have family out there, folks, definitely make sure they're keeping an eye on things today, because the high risk is not something you see all that often at all. So definitely make sure they pay attention to that. And then again, just stay with us for the next day or two. We should have a better outlook update as far as everything goes for Wednesday, probably by tomorrow evening. That gets us well within the range of the 48-hour models, which they are now coming into range. I did play that earlier on the broadcast, and it's up on the page if you want to go see that 48-hour loop that I just put up. Go have a look at that. But other than that, biggest thing, as always, have your plan, go over it, make sure everybody knows their part, their bit, their lot, and everything else. Make sure you got a way to get multiple ways, preferably, to get watches, warnings, advisories, and things like that. Make sure you check back with us as it gets closer. Get you the latest and greatest info from the NWS. As soon as they get it off, we'll get that relayed on out to you. Angel just asked a good question. Are we expecting any severe weather later this evening? Possibly. It's not out of the question, but I think the odds of it are less likely. It looked to be pretty marginal at best. There may be some scattered strong storms. But my bet as far as the severe storms go would be probably not. But again, that's why we'll be keeping an eye on things, because some of the models have shown some maybe stronger storms coming through around maybe the 7 to 10 p.m. I think time frame is what was on there. But definitely have a look at that as well, Angel. And that'll give you a better idea, kind of what we're looking at as well too on that last HR model I just posted. It's up on the page. But other than that, folks, we are going to head on out. Appreciate each and every one of you joining us as we had a look at all of the severe weather. Again, stay tuned to the page, because if we do get any further watches, warnings, or anything like that, I don't think there'll be any watches. But if we get any further warnings or advisories, anything like that, probably just post them, because I don't see it being probably widespread enough or wide scale enough to go live. But again, just look out for us. Make sure you have the latest and the greatest information. Stay tuned to be weather aware, and we will catch you all later.